Alright boys, I thought I'd record this for you. Let's see if it works right. So here are my, let me just grab this. So there's the lights that I brought on eBay, and I modified them. Okay, so they fit down here, and as you can see there's already purpose made plugs just there. Okay, so I brought these little tails for them and attached it. This one's got a much longer wire, but again it fits in here. So at the moment I've got them sitting up here. So the plan is, let me put you back down here. So the plan is switch the ignition on, see, and we'll see that we can't enable it because we won't have the option to enable the spotlights. Then we needed to buy one of these, Fiverr, eBay, okay, service module or whatever they call it for Honda. Okay, that goes in here. So this is just sort of sitting here. There you go, just unplugs. It's got a casing on it. I'll take that little casing off. So what we'll do is switch it on, have a look at the menu options, see that it's not enabled for us to switch on spotlights, plug this in, remove the cover, plug this in, go into there, switch them on, and then switch off the engine, the ignition, and then unplug it, and then it should stay on. Right, that's how it's meant to work. Okay, there's ignition coming up. Yeah, fair enough. And then when I pull this back, okay, it goes into these options. I'm going to go down to settings. Okay, we're going into service mode. Right, there you go, you can see it. Right, okay, so it's in settings and service, and in there you can see equipment. That when I try and click on it, I can't. Okay, it skips over. So what I'll do now is I will switch off. We'll switch off the ignition, like I said. Okay, try and open up this tricky little thing here. Like I said, this has now come off. You really have to press down here a lot, and that eventually lifts up. Okay, there's the pins. Okay, in there we're gonna connect this. Okay, imagine it goes in this way. Let's have a little look at doing that. Right, that has gone in and clicked in. So now should be able to switch this on. Oh, equipment lights on. Hey, so that bit worked. Right, equipment light is on. Let's go into there. Fog lights come down, switch those on. Okay, and then come out of there, come out of there, come out of there. Okay, switch the ignition off. Right, and I don't know, but I imagine fog lights only come on when you start it, right? That has come out. Okay, while we're at it, put the other one back on, now that we know how to take it off. Okay, let's, alright, fog lights ain't turned on. Equipment light went off. There they are. Well, it took a bit of configuring, man. It wasn't as easy or straightforward, right? So basically, yeah, there's a function button over here, right? Yeah, so when I press the function button, I had it here on auto, right? And then I was like, okay, why haven't they come on? Then I just happened to click it again, and I noticed this button here. And then over here, I can go dismiss, or I can switch it on. Dismiss, or I can switch it on. Okay, so, you know, yeah, I've taken out the connector there, as you can see. I've got them working, so yeah, I can choose to switch them on. I thought if I had them in auto, they would just come on. But auto probably means they come on when it's a bit dark. But I want them on all the time, so I'm probably going to leave it like this. And then, yeah, I think I'll switch it off and let me just see what happens. Because I've now put them in auto mode. Or I had them switched on. Does it mean that every time I get on the bike I have to switch them on? May well mean that. Let's see. Which isn't... Oh, no. Look, they come on themselves. As soon as the ignition goes on, I'm happy, man. They're doing what they need to be doing. Fabulously happy. I paid next to nothing for these, 30 quid for something like that. And I've rewired them. These are like £280 lights. Yeah, they're the ones that go with this bike, and that's why they're wired into the harness of this bike. Magic. Hey, see, I'm worthy of the mechanic group, just for that.